What's going on YouTube? Chris here. I want to bring you all an update today of Litecoin. Right now we're sitting at $61.87. We're up 7.36%. And I had 6 things that I want to discuss with you today. And first of all, I want to point out, remember, everything that we talk about for Litecoin, you always have to do your technical analysis on Bitcoin first. A lot of the times Bitcoin dumps, we're going to go down and vice versa. So just always be aware of that. But what we want to do today was really look at the trends and also where we're finding some support for Litecoin right now. So we're going to go through that. We're going to get some Fibonacci levels. We're going to talk about the volume. Got a lot of good stuff here planned for you guys today. So if you get something from this, you want me covering Litecoin, smash that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and we're going to dig into this. And also let me know what you're doing with Litecoin. Have you been buying these areas? Are you just sitting back right now? I'd love to hear where you guys are at in your positions. So first thing I wanted to talk about was finding support off the 200-day moving average. For Litecoin, it's been very important. We had this trend line break. You can see the change in trend, how we talked about for the longest time, these lower highs and lower lows. And once we started to get this higher low here, that's when we were talking about a potential trend reversal, and that's what happened. Had a beautiful breakout. We came back, set another higher low, came back up. We were having higher highs, higher lows. Everything's looking good there. Since then, what we've had, guys, what was tough here, we had a pretty deep retracement, almost 20%, but what we're trying to do for Litecoin is to defend this 200-day moving average. We have been trading up above it since we broke through on this long day candle on heavy volume, and that was January 30th. So all of February, we are trading up above it. We don't want to start trading back below that because that would show the bears are going to be in full control then. So we really need the bulls to step up here, and it needs to be on heavier volume. So today, it is about 5 hours away from the close. We need a nice candle close like we have right now, but on even a little bit more volume. That'd be nice to be a bullish engulfing candle that show we closed up again, up above that, and the bulls supported that area. The buyers stepped in. Next thing we would need to do, if we do have this bullish engulfing candle and we close like this, we need to start getting up above this 50 moving average, and that's going to be up around 66, 62. So that's going to be my next target to the upside. So all the farther we're going to look at now, that's what we need to do. We need to close in a nice candle like we have here and then see follow through tomorrow. That's going to be extremely important for us for Litecoin. And then also to get up above that 50 and start trading back up above it. Another thing I wanted to point out, if we get into the indicators and we go to our stock RSI, what you'll see is we're starting right now to get that bullish cross to the upside here. We're at 7.9, it just flipped over 8.0 and 3.37. So we've been extremely oversold on this for quite a while now. We've really hung out down in these areas. So typically what you'd like to see here is a nice bullish engulfing candle off a support area like the 200. We need heavier volume, but with that stock cross, that's a good little combination of things. Remember, always predicating off Bitcoin though. If Bitcoin changes, it's going to change for us very quick. So always keep your eye on Bitcoin. But right there, that's a good area. The next thing I like to factor in, because I'm looking for confluence, I want a lot of things to converge together so that I can get in a trade or in an opportunity or to add to your position. That's what you're always looking for. So if we go from our swing low of this move up to the swing high, right there, you'll see we came all the way down and basically tested that 0.618. That's a common area to get a bounce from, and we have so far. So it'd be nice to close this candle up above that 0.5 at $60.45. That's going to be a key area for us. We close up above that, then we'd start targeting this 0.382, and that's also going to coincide with that 50 moving average. So that could be a tough spot to try to get up above, and that's why you don't want to drop below these things like the 200 or the 50 or some of these support areas, because then they become resistance and you have to try to break back up above those again with a lot of buying pressure. Remember, the market can naturally fall upon itself, but to go up, it needs that buying pressure. That's why downward moves, they can happen without a huge climax of volume, because the market naturally wants to fall if you don't have those buyers stepping in. Now, when you have heavier volume and you're really dropping down on heavier volume, that's going to be even more of a sign that you're having that selling climax. So that's something that you want to look for here. And why I'm looking for heavy volume here is we had a big climax sell-off here. We lost a lot in percentage-wise, and I want to see if this can be a strong volume reaction, or if it's just going to be weak where we just have a quick little relief and then we start getting dropped back again. So this is where you need to be careful in these areas. We need that heavier volume. It's going to be very important. Next, if we go out to trading view, I always like to show you all these just to give you an idea. And then this is some of the coins that I'm looking at right up in here: crypto, stocks, cannabis, stocks, all different types of stuff all throughout here. So those are some that I like to play. I also like to play the stock market. So then we'll get into our technical analysis and what it's showing for Litecoin right now in the 1 day. We have 14 for a sell, we have 7 for a neutral, we have 7 for a buy. Our oscillators are showing a sell for a 3, neutral for a 6, 2 for a buy. And then our moving average, 11 for sell, 1 for neutral, 5 for buy. And just like you see on this moving average here, the reason for that is because we're below that 50. We're below our 20 moving average. We're below our 40 moving average. And if you can see down here, you can factor things in. You can see like the stock we just talked about. That is a buy right now. Relative strength at 42 is a neutral. And you can go through the awesome oscillator, MACD levels, and you can look at these things. But this is where we're really getting beat up right here. These basically 10 moving average all the way up to that 100. We're trading below that, and that's showing the signs or the signals that the sellers are still in control at this time right now from this downtrend. That's why the bulls are trying to step in now, and that's why you have to be careful, and you just don't want to jump into positions until you have all the confirmation that you're looking for. That's how you can get in trouble, is to just jump in at a moment like this before we've seen a full candle close and what's going to take place for the day and where the volume's at and all that stuff. One thing I can tell you guys is don't FOMO into this market. There's always opportunities. You know, say you missed a huge move like this. Guys, you don't want to be FOMOing up here when you see all these wicks and you're starting to see spinning top candles and a lot of fight, you know, long leg doji candles, because that's the time you're most likely going to retrace. You want to be down here looking for that next higher low and then make your move from there and put a stop below that. And that's just the way that I like to do it, at least. But, you know, guys, we need to turn this into higher highs and higher lows, because right now we're having lower highs and lower lows. So we definitely need that to change. But, you know, these are the things that I wanted to bring to you today. Just be cautious, be careful. What we need is one of those nice stock crosses like we talked about, heavier volume, close up above the 0.5 with a strong candle. That's the type of stuff I want to look for. And then we're going to see how far this goes. Then we'd look to set a higher low, then a higher high, higher low, higher high. That's how the game's played, guys. It's all about the trend. So if you get some from this, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let me know down below what you're doing. God bless you all. Take care.